Hey guys, this is the Tuninator, and this is Mods of the Week, episode 27. So, sorry about the delay between waking up at like 5 a.m. over the past few days to watch Dota 2, getting ready for college, and working. I have been a bit busy lately, I apologize. But anyways, this was supposed to be a day or so ago, but I just had New Vegas kick my ass for about 5 hours while I was trying to figure out what the hell was wrong with it. So, in the end, I got it, but it took me a real long time. And let me just expand on that point for a second. I downloaded some new mods, and my menu wasn't displaying my main menu, so I thought, well, it must be one of the UI mods or something clashing. So instead of just deactivating every new mod I got, and I only deactivated the ones that went through the UI, and then then some older ones I had. I spent hours chasing down that, and then eventually it turned out it was just one of the random new mods that had nothing to do with the UI that was disabling the main menu. So keep that in mind. If you get a mod conflict, the very first thing you do, or if something's wrong with your game, you don't know what, the very first thing you do is deactivate the newest mods you got, whatever mods you got before the problem, leave all the mods you had before the problem started alone at first. Just deactivate all the new ones and see if that solves it. But anyways, onto the actual mods. So the first mod I have for you today is called, I believe, Nevada Green, sent in by Jake85842, and as you can see, basically what this does is kind of greens up the Mojave. It puts, just trees and grass everywhere, makes it into more of a kind of a paradise type place, I suppose, which might be a little out of keeping with the character of a desert. But if you're kind of sick of running around, bleak, parched wastelands, this may be the mod for you. So you can see it's mostly the same thing, it's just trees and grass all over the map, but it's quite cool. So yeah, it's another one, nice, interesting environmental overhaul. And the next mod I have, as you may have noticed, is DYNAVISION, which is another one of the really cool visual overhaul mods. What this does is it adds a dynamic depth of field, I believe is the term is, to your in-game vision, which basically makes it behave like real eyesight, and that when you're looking at something, it's focused and everything else is blurred. For example, if I look at EDE, he's in sharp, clear detail in the tree behind him, but everything else off to the sides is slightly blurred, which is very cool. It's a very interesting visual effect, and makes for quite an interesting quite interesting play, just because it makes the game behave a lot more like our real eyesight. So it really helps with your kind of sense of immersion. It is does require a higher-end computer, I believe, because it does have some performance issues, but I mean, you need a pretty decent computer to run it. But if you can, I definitely recommend giving it a look, because it's quite cool. And there's a whole mess of settings you can play around with. So I just have it on the default right now, so mine's probably not optimized at all. But after 5 hours of getting the crap beaten out of me by New Vegas trying to do this, I just threw up on the default settings and ran with those. So the next mod I have is the monster mod, which was sent in by Death6998 and Goldenfire. And if you're someone who sent me that mod in the my inbox backlog, and I didn't mention you, I apologize. I still have a whole bunch of messages I have to work through, so sorry about that. But what this does, it adds a whole bunch of new monsters to the game. For example, this Feral Merc right here. It's kind of like, for those of you who played Fallout 3, Martigan's, or Mart's Monster, or Mutant mod, I believe it was called. Oh, crap, I still have God mode on. Whoops. From testing for the video, but yeah, it really increases the monster variety in the wasteland, and it adds a whole bunch of cool stuff, like this guy who apparently refuses to die. There we go. And so yeah, this is one that I would absolutely recommend getting, as for those of you who didn't play Fallout 3, Mart's Mutant mod was basically this mod that added a whole ton of monster variety to the game. It was awesome. Instead of encountering like the same 10 guys over and over, or 10 tweet tips over and over again, you're running a whole mess of new stuff. It all looked very good too. It was all very in keeping with the game background and general appearance. So I think there's some more stuff over here. I know there's another Feral Merc. Looks like something out of Stalker almost. And then that, I think, is... Yep. Oh, God. So I can get... Also, let me... This demigod mode, were you still using ammo? Yep, you may have noticed that this plasma rifle is only using one round of ammo shot. That's thanks to the energy weapons use less ammo mod, which basically does what it says on the tin. It makes energy weapons basically reverts them all, for the most part, back to their Fallout 1 standards. I believe the Tesla can still uses a bit more, but yeah, basically what that does is it just means all the energy weapons that previously, or that now soak like an immense amount of energy ammo, now just use one a shot. So it's really quite cool. You know, I bitch all the time about how energy weapons got kind of a massive nerf in New Vegas in some aspects. So if you're one of those people who agrees with me and you want your energy weapons to be back to their Fallout 3 ammo usage, this is definitely a mod you may want to consider, because it's really simple, but it just changes all the default weapons to be better. So you really can't complain there. Do I still have a radio on? Oh, oops, sorry. Alrighty then. The next mod, actually, more on the energy weapons ammo mod, I think. Did I show both the weapons I have? The RCW obviously is not affected, but I do not believe this mod extends to modded energy weapons, although I could be wrong. So if you're using you know, like one of the classic Fallout weapons or something, you're probably going to have zero joy on that. But the default energy weapons are, you know, good enough, and having a Gauss rifle that doesn't use like 4 rounds of ammo a shot is pretty awesome, because, you know, why should the Gauss rifle use 4 rounds of ammo a shot when the sniper rifle only uses 1 and it does like comparable damage? Or at least it did before they nerfed it. I have no idea if it did now, but it just makes no sense to me. Like it's I know, again, it's a single player game, but like there's no reason for guns to be so much better than everything else, especially when energy weapons have always been the high end weaponry in Fallout. The most powerful ones should be really freaking powerful. But what are you going to do? Let's see. I want to show off DYNAVISION a bit more. Hey, I think that's a really cool mod. I have no idea how the person did that, but really adds a lot into immersion, so definitely something you're going to want to check out. And continuing with the theme of monsters, the next mod is the Our World of Pain monster patch, which goes with the monster mod, which basically adds a whole bunch of rumble zones to A World of Pain. And what these rumble zones are is they're just areas filled with these new monsters. So we should be able to see some more in here. Oh! Did I actually dodge that? I'm impressed.
Uh-oh.
So that's just a normal feral ghoul, but what do we have here? Feral merc, feral ghoul, zombie, and desert ghoul. So there's a couple more for you. So take on these fools. Yeah, this is the hell out.
Come on.
I think the desert ghoul is actually a very cool model. I like it a lot. There goes the zombie, and oh, what the hell? Ooh, another zombie. So we have a zombie-themed vault. Let's continue in, shall we? Maybe probably end up crapping myself and get jumped at by a zombie. That'll be fun. Yeah. Anyways, as I was saying, oh god, mines. Can I not be damaged in demigod? No, I think I can. I don't know, but Dota 2. I don't know if any of you guys play Dota or watch it. Or watch the recent trailer, but yeah, I think I can be. I can't be. Let me see if what I can drop. Just drop all this crap because I'm just gonna reload anyways. I'll give that to Veronica actually. Yeah, Dota 2 looks fantastic. I cannot wait to play that game. Oh my god, it's gonna be amazing.
Hey, I can't really move now, but I'll follow you in spirit.
Don't sass me, Veronica.
Hey, I can't really move now, but I'll follow you in spirit.
There we go. But yeah, that game looks so good. Oh my favorite hero is Windrunner, so I'm extremely pumped. She's like they just made her like a cocky ass now. That's so funny. Also, yes, I did see it. Oh god, I did see about Lonesome Road being delayed. sucks, but you know, what are you gonna do? Oh, sorry, Veronica. I guess they really could have been a bit more on the ball with DLCs here, but such is life. And I do think it's going to be quite cool. I am going to finish up my old booze playthrough, hopefully in the next couple of days, because I'm going back to school soon, and once I get back there, I'm going to try and have a regular video, because I want to do... Oh, wow, what the hell? Oh, God. Yeah, once I get back, I'm going to try and finish that, and then, because I want to do a Fallout 3 Let's Play as well. And then, obviously, or as I have mentioned, I will be doing videos for Skyrim, because that's going to be sick. So, cannot wait for that. I've never really played an Elder Scrolls game before, so I'm excited to have my my first look at the series. I think it's going to be pretty cool. I mean, I've seen them, and I know of them because you know, some of my friends are big fans, some more than others. Yeah, you know who we are if you're listening. But that's gonna... Oh god, yeah, Meltdown. That's gonna be very cool, I think. Let's see if we can get it anywhere. So I'm gonna go out in a second and finish the... Or should talk about the other mods, but I just wanted to show off more... Oh, please don't level up. Yeah, show off more the monsters if we can. It's like, I don't know if you guys all saw that evolved ghoul. That is just freaking cool. That's an example of just the kind of awesome stuff that player created monster mods can really add. Ooh, guys, I'm like an infected woman. Ooh. Yeah, it's not all horror themed by any means, so don't get the impression. I think there's like, you know, like aliens, Terminators, all sorts of crazy stuff. This is just one particular area that just happens to be horror themed because it's like a zombie vault. So there's really no reason not to get this mod. Everything is pretty much in keeping with the existing creatures in the universe. Just level up something random. I don't care. Everything's pretty much in keeping with the existing creatures in the universe. And quite frankly, some more monster variety is always good, since Fallout can, at times, run a little low on available monster types. So, yeah, there's a whole bunch of different rumble zones, and then these aren't restricted. The monsters aren't restricted just to the rumble zones either. They'll spawn all over the map. Like I fought a giant tarantula in a hidden valley, stuff like that. It's really quite cool. So I want to get outside to show the last mod, but this is the way out. Or not the last. Couple more still. Oh, one of them I can't really show so much as just talk about it. But still, it's quite useless. One of the ones I ended up using in my search to correct my problems last night, when really all I had to do was just disable one freaking mod that I had downloaded. But you know what? What are you gonna do? I would never have guessed that you know, an armor mod could disable the main menu. There it is for you. And these locations do all, of course, have excellent, awesome loot, so if you're in the mood for some looting, good place to go. So, one of the next mods is it's another one of the, oh yeah, this is the mod configuration menu that I've shown. This is very, very useful if you definitely get this. It's kind of like the Fallout mod manager for managing like your actual mod settings. But, you see, it's a couple, the first one I wanted to show is the director's chair, which was sent in to me by azullonrainbow and Shadow X77388. And again, if you sent this to me and I didn't mention your name, I apologize. I have a big backlog still of inbox messages. I've been working through them, but I always get to the newer ones first, and the older ones just sit there because I can only stare at the messages screen for so long. So I apologize if you did not get credited. I did not ignore you. I just haven't been able to get to the messages yet, so my apologies. But anyways, what this does is it basically takes the the Imaginator and the Cinematech settings. I know I've shown Cinematech before, and same with Imaginator. Or actually, I've shown Imaginator. I don't know if I haven't shown Cinematech actually, so I'll talk about that as well. But and it basically it puts them all into your the mod configuration menu, so you don't have to go to a Pip-Boy item to work through all the settings, because that was really quite clunky and a little annoying. But that was better. Oh yeah, available in Fallout 3, which is why it started off the same way as in New Vegas. But now you can use this for everything. So you see, you can affect the light amount. So we'll put that on. You can change the contrast, saturation, brightness, tint. You see all from this menu. So I have shown Imaginator already, so I'm not going to go too much into this, but then I see all the DYNAVISION stuff here, and the Horizon Clean as well, which I think just like changes the horizon looks. So you see all the different options. Put it on the default, focus speed. You see, you can have a motion blur with Imaginator, and the Hollywood styles. You can have that. Change it all here, and then you can add the styles, the cinematic styles from there as well. And then you can also change whether or not you want them to be enabled in combat. So if you like all the fancy settings, but you think it's messing you up in combat, and you don't want to deal with all the flashy stuff, you just set it to look nice and pretty when you're running around the map. And then as soon as you enter combat, it turns off, and you are fine. So you can see, I just made it like really washed out and 70s over processed with those settings. DYNAVISION again, and go back to Cinematech. So that lets you put on a film grain, kind of like I guess the best example I can think of that I've played recently is Mass Effect, where they have a film grain like by default, but you know, I have no idea what this is going to look like, so let's see. Wow, pretty horrifying actually. It's still got all the really brightness, which I'm going to turn off because it looks really kind of horribly washed out, which I guess is the idea. But let's see how it looks now. CC. Basically, again, it just lets you Director Chair allows you for really convenient managing of just all these systems through the mod configuration menu, which is an absolutely fantastic tool. And that's Cinematech. Let's crank it up a lot just so it's really obnoxious, and see what that looks like. So yeah, there you can make the film grain really insane if you want to play in something out of like a 1920s silent film. You would actually hold on, that gives me an idea. Director's chair, camera. Oop, yep. You are now in a terrible old silent movie, which is really pretty hilarious, I think. So yeah, again, this just shows how all fantastic all the visual enhancements are for this game. Yeah, sorry about that. My game just crashed, which may have something to do with the fact that I'm just absolutely shitting on its graphics right now. But yeah, you can see just all the really cool stuff you can do with these visual mods, which really blow me away. Because there's nothing like them in Fallout 3, as far as I'm aware, and I'm really excited for what's going to be available for Skyrim now, especially with the new engine and everything. If this is what people are accomplishing with New Vegas, it's absolutely amazing. So if you don't have these visual mods, you need to check them out. There's some of them, like enhanced shaders, stuff like that, that really don't even require any kind of powerful rig at all. And the ability to just completely overhaul how your game looks is something that's just really fantastic, and one of the things that makes PCs, in my humble opinion, really just the most fun gaming platform. Because on Xbox, you can never do, or console, you can never do anything like this. Like, this is just awesome. You can literally customize the way the game looks to your exact personal preference, which is really just really freaking cool. And I'm absolutely blown away by how talented these people are. Just make all these fantastic mods, and I think Skyrim's going to be really cool because the Elder Scrolls is where a lot of the Fallout modders come from. So that should be fun. Anyways, yeah, one more mod left for you guys today. So the last mod I have for you today is, as always, another pre-order DLC pack alternative, and this one is the Another Faction pack. I'm not sure, I think it's green, that was weird. It's the Caesar's Legion pre-order DLC alternative pack, and what this does is it gives you, I don't know why that's happening, but I'll have to take a look at that. It gives you the this Caesar's Legion armor and the machete. So we'll take a look at the stats. You see the Primus machete, actually quite good DPS, and melee weapons come in a lot of handy early game, since a lot of the things you're fighting are just, critters and crap that you can just juke with a melee weapon and then beat the crap out of them, which is nice. And you get the Legion Primus and the Legion Helmet, some respectable DT. And this is faction armor. This will disguise you as a Legion member. So, fair warning: if you're wearing this and you want to rep your Legion pride because you enjoy playing them, or signing with them, even though that they got completely screwed over by the developers in terms of content, which is really a damn shame. Don't go anywhere near the Mojave Outpost, or you will be lit up. It'll be bad. So. Just watch out for that. And I don't think they get Stimpaks or anything. You do get these lovely Legion coins, which are actually quite valuable. So you start off with a fair amount of money as well. So that's nice. I think it's another nice starting option for those who may be inclined to RP, and for those poor Legion fans out there who actually want to start off as a Legion member and make the game even harder for themselves than it already is in terms of playing as Legion. So, that's all I have for you today. As always, thanks for watching. Questions, comments, things like that, send me a message, leave a comment on the page. I'll try and get to them. I'm still working through my my inbox backlog. I always got to sit down and just hash out all those, but unfortunately looking at the YouTube comments page for more than like or the inbox for like half an hour kind of gives me a headache. So, I will try and get to that. Since I'm no longer getting up at like 5 a.m. to watch Dota 2, it's a bit more feasible. In any case, again, thanks for watching. This is the Tuninator, and I'll see y'all later.